Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. So, yesterday I spoke about why do the rich get richer? In other words, why do the poor get poorer? Now, of course, my video was largely on the for the investors. So, what should the investors do to become to get richer or more wealthier? What kind of investment should they do? What kind of mindset should they have? And in how they should go about making money, and also transferring the skills to their kids. So all of that I spoke yesterday. So as a follow-up, today I want to talk about the habits. So what are the habits that the wealthy, the rich have? So I'm going to talk about 5 such habits. Essentially, the purpose is to get you acclimatized with the the traits and habits of the wealthy, so that you could imbibe some of that, and also that way you could change your mindset, so you could move towards looking at the ways and means in which you could probably maximize your income, or your the amount of funds, money that you have, investments that you should do, and all of that. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about all of that. So before we dive in, as usual, please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, please smash that notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Please comment on my videos so that I know what exactly you're looking at, and then I could craft out a video based on your requirement. And also share my videos with people who you think would benefit from my videos, from my research, and from my analysis. So without further ado, let's dive into the world of getting rich. So first things first, I speak about my ebook. Now this particular ebook is on my journey as an entrepreneur. In this particular book, so the book is titled 6-Figure Corporate Job to Master Entrepreneur. So in this book, I've spoken about a time back in 2010 when I quit my 6-figure globetrotting corporate job. So what kind of preparation I undertook, what were the challenges I faced, and how I overcame those challenges. So in order to give you a kind of a guidance, if you are looking to become an entrepreneur, I've also put down some worksheets. So all you have to do is to answer certain questions, and you will get points. Based on those points, towards the end, you will see how much you score, and you will be able to figure out where you stand in terms of becoming an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, or you probably need to work on it, or you probably not, cut out to be an entrepreneur. The cool thing is I scored myself, and you will find how much I scored. And you would also know that today I have 2 companies, one in Singapore and the other one is India, and I have representations in the US market. So you would know how successful I am. Now, the other great thing about this ebook is that it's available to you for totally free of charge. All you have to do is to, go to the URL which is flashing on the screen. It's on my website. I'll put the URL in the description box below. Go to the page, put on a name and email address, and the link to download the ebook will be emailed to your inbox. I hope you really like the ebook. Do give me your honest feedback. Now let's jump into the world of the habits of the rich. Now, before we talk about that, so you must understand, who are these people, or these wealthy people I'm talking about today. So there is no certain common habits or traits of all human beings. You must know these facts. However, when you accurately put them on a certain cohort based on a mix of relevant and appropriate parameters, you do see similarities, and that's why the cohort works. Wealthy individuals can be both self-made or those who may have acquired wealth through either inheritance or through other means. Between these 2 kinds of wealthy individuals, certain traits are common, while some may be totally disparate. The wealthy referred to here in this video may belong to either both or to one of the two categories mentioned above. To emphasize once again, there is no thumb rule when it comes to the habits or traits, determining the habits and traits of or behaviors of the wealthy. Now, with that premise, let's dive into the 5 habits of a typical wealthy person. First, frugal spending habit. When you have more when you have more disposable income, it's easier not to overspend. Um, when some do enjoy some of life's finer things, but they typically do not overspend. So that's what these kind of people do. So which means they are very, very calculated. For example, they will purchase a certified pre-owned car versus buying a brand new one. Now, I'm not again talking about the novel rich, the ultra rich kind of people. I'm talking about generally. They will search for good deals on vacations. They may even upgrade to economy plus on an airline, but won't pay for first class. They will keep their cell phones as long as they are in working condition and won't feel the need to upgrade to a new technology version. So that's the first part, frugal spending. The second habit is redeeming or utilization of credit card rewards. Now, I've spoken about this in my previous video. Many of them will put most of their day-to-day living expenses on a credit card that offers points or miles in return. Then they use these rewards to offset the cost of vacation or leisure activities. They always make sure to pay the credit card balance off in full every month. Even I do that. Let me tell you, I do that. I do both of these. So the paid off in full to avoid incurring an interest charge on that. So even I do both of these. I will pay off my credit card balance every month in full, and I will also try and get more points on my credit card so that I could redeem that for something more beneficial to myself. So I will use those credit cards which offer better value for money. That way, they have a strong understanding. Now, here the personal finance, and they have a strong understanding of what it costs them each month to live their lifestyle. Now, let's talk about the third habit. They pay themselves first. They pay themselves first by systematically saving money via direct deposit from their salaries or as a recurring transfer from their checking account. This you'll find many business owners doing this. That way, they are able to freely spend whatever is left over with the comfort of knowing their savings plan, both long and short term, are already taken care of. This is also known as reserve budgeting, meaning you build a budget based on your savings goal rather than based on your spending and expenses. In doing so, you ensure that every month money gets allocated to future you. So let me tell you, I do that. I do this as well because I own 2 companies. Keep emerging funds handy all the time. Sorry, emergency funds handy all the time. Keep emergency funds handy all the time. They always set aside 3 to 6 or even 9 months worth of your living expenses in an emergency fund. Your emergency fund or fund cash, the emergency fund cash should be kept in savings account that is actually accessible and is not at risk from the ups and downs of the stock market. But at the same time, it offers it should always be earning the highest return possible. So very, very typical mindset of a smart, wealthy businessman. Fifth and the last habit, carry debt strategically. They try not to carry debt on things like cars or boats to avoid paying years of interest on something that quickly depreciates in value. Very, very true. However, they may carry a mortgage on their primary home and use income from that rent from the rent of other properties to pay off debt. Some may even accelerate their mortgage payment to pay it off years ahead of schedule and thus reduce the overall interest they have to pay. So you see, these are the five habits. To summarize or to conclude, these are very typical habits of a very, very successful businessman, a very, very successful entrepreneur, a wealthy individual. And they are usually very prudent when it comes to investing, when it comes to putting in money and where to put in money and how they can make maximum of the money. So value for money, all these things are very, 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 very important to them. And at the same time, they ensure that their families have a decent lifestyle and they are well taken care of. So if you are one such person, you are really on the road to be a very successful and a wealthy individual. Now, yesterday I did a video on, like I mentioned, on why the rich get richer. If you watch that video and you compare the content of that video and this, you will see that they actually fall in line, and that'll give you a direction on how you as an investor could, what kind of mindset you should have, what kind of traits and habits you should have to be a successful and a wealthy individual in your life. So I'll put the link to that video on the card above. Go take a look at it. Take a look at that particular video. So, well, thank you very much. I hope this was useful to you. As you know, my name is Saurav Mukherjee. I'm a digital and technology marketing leader with over 20 years of global experience. I'll put down my LinkedIn URL in the description box below. Click on it, go to my profile page, take a look at the page. If you like my page and you want to connect with me, please send me an invite. I regularly work with clients where I try and solve their business, marketing, technological, and investment challenges. If you are looking to engaging me as your consultant in your business or your startup, you could drop me a line on LinkedIn or you could write to me on the contact page of my website. I'll put down the link to the contact page of my website in the description box below. Then we can get into a conference call and see how we can work together, how I can help you in your business. So finally, before I go, please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, please smash that notification bell, please comment on my videos, and please share my videos. So until next time, do take care of yourself, stay safe, and stay healthy. Bye-bye.